What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at none other than the SH Figuarts No Way Home Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, or Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, which is what everyone is excited about, myself included. Let's not waste any time and go ahead and get straight into the sexy packaging. Now, as you guys can see, the packaging does fit the theme of Spider-Man's. You have the reds, the blues, a couple of whites for all of the lettering, and then you've got some images of the figure alongside the actual window where we can see the figure. And this thing looks really good, man. I really like this picture of him right here also. It says Spider-Man No Way Home right there, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Tamashii Nation's logo, Bandai, all that good stuff. Nothing much going on at the top, nothing much going on the bottom. Image of him on the side, it says Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Image of him in a vanilla pose along this side, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and a few poses you can get him into on the back. Not a whole lot, and then some stuff I can't read because I imported this figure. Now let's not waste any time and bust this guy open because I'm excited for this one. Now, first things first, I want to give a big shout out to everybody who is here watching this video because pretty much all of the big names have already uploaded their review of this guy. And unfortunately, I was late getting it because Hobby Genki canceled my first pre-order. Now, that's a story for another day. But yeah, for all of you who are here, I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate you and thank you for watching this video. Now, on to the figure itself. Straight out of the package, man, this thing is dope. I am already loving the look of this guy. But honestly, let's go ahead and take a closer look so I can show you guys some of the details. Now, up close and personal, man, this thing literally looks like Tobey Maguire walked right out of the movie as it is supposed to, man. This is probably Tamashii Nation's best Spider-Man to date. And honestly, I think it's because, for one, they've been improving with everything they've been releasing, but on top of that, they knew exactly what the fans wanted. They knew this was not a figure that they should slack off on. They updated a lot of the issues that we had with previous Spider-Man figures. Paint, sculpt, and detail are all here, as well as articulation, man. They truly went all in. The paint on the web lines is very clean. The spider logo's painted nicely. The eyes look great. The blues and reds, they're more of a darker color, so they don't complement each other as well as they would if they were vibrant. But it doesn't matter because this is completely accurate to the movie, man. There's a ton of texturing to the suit. Just from head to toe, man, this thing looks good. And honestly, I don't really have a gripe. Right out the packaging, I remember people saying that they were having issues with the joints being extremely tight, but I don't have that issue. Mine is fine. They were saying the torso and the arms were the problem, but I don't know, maybe I just got a good copy, but seriously, there is nothing wrong with mine, man. I'm loving this thing a whole lot. And one thing I want to tackle also before I move on to the height is the crotch piece. Now, I know a lot of people have had issues with the crotch piece, but at this point, why are we still complaining about this, you guys? Like, this is what they've been doing since their very first Spider-Man release. It's for articulation purposes. Obviously, they are not going to change it. So at this point, complaining about it is just useless, man. If you don't want the figure, don't buy the figure. It's as simple as that, man. They're not going to change their engineering because a couple of people are upset about it. But anyway, moving on to his height because I don't want to turn this into a rant. Moving on to his height to the top of his head. Tobey stands right at about 6 inches, so a little bit taller than the standard SHF, but he definitely fits in scale with them just fine, as I will show once we get to the size comparisons. Now, moving on to the articulation, one thing I want to mention is I did cut my hand at work. I don't know how it happened, and I should have mentioned it earlier, but I forgot about it. So, yeah, for the people that don't like or have nitpicks about hands, you probably already clicked off this video, but yeah, I ain't putting a Band-Aid over it. It's got to heal regardless. Anyway, he looks up a whole lot, actually not a whole lot, but he looks up a decent amount. He looks down very well, though. The chin can touch the chest, so you can totally get sad Tobey after him and Mary Jane break up or whatever he's got going on. The head moves around just fine. Arms go up and out very far, so T-poses and further will be easy to hit, as well as web slinging poses. He does have a butterfly joint. Doesn't come very far, but it comes enough to where you can hit the web swinging poses, so that's fine. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that come in very, very far, so you can get Peter hitting the muscle if you want to, get him hitting his little dance moves, whatever you want to do. His hands are on a very nice ball peg. I like this a whole lot. It's easy to take on and off, and you have almost no limitation there whatsoever, so that was a great choice. As far as the diaphragm joint, you guys see it, man. He leans back very far. He leans forward a decent amount. He crunches all the way forward, and we do have something to fill in that gap piece back there. He leans all the way back. I don't remember from watching The Amazing's review, I don't think that he turns at the waist, though, and that sucks if he doesn't. I don't want to turn that and break it, so I'm just going to leave it alone because this is an expensive figure. But, yeah, I don't think he turns at the waist, unfortunately. Anyway, he kicks forward about that much, which is really good. He kicks back very, very well. He does the splits just fine. He does have a thigh swivel. A little bit stiff at first, but it gets better. Double jointed knees that articulate very well. Foot goes down about that much. Up about that much. He does get really good ankle rocker, and then he does have a toe hinge. So spider-like poses will be easy with this guy, and I love it. Now, when it comes to accessories, you don't need a whole lot, but you definitely get the necessary amount. First off, he comes with a masked on head and a pair of fist hands right out of the packaging. And then he does come with, let's go ahead and switch the angle up a little bit here. He comes with a pair of wall crawling, reaching hands. He comes with a pair of flip hands, which every Spider-Man should. He comes with a pair of web gripping hands. He comes with a pair of relaxed mask holding hands. And then he also comes with the pointing fingers. I'm so glad that they threw these in. Drop that one. He comes with a mask to hold, and this thing looks really good, man. I love the paintwork and sculpt on this. It's something new. I love all the wrinkles and everything that they added in there. That's just genius. He comes with 2 long webs that you can attach to the back of his hands, and then he comes with 2 smaller webs also. Now, one thing I wanted to say for last is the head sculpts, the alternate head sculpts, because, man, I love these. First off, he comes with this one, which is just like the casual, normal looking Tobey Maguire. You can see there's a tad bit of a 5 o'clock shadow. Not sure how well my camera's picking that up just because of the light, but this looks really dang good, man. I know there were some images that leaked that didn't make this thing look the best, but in hand, this is uncanny Tobey Maguire for sure. This thing looks great. And to be honest, so does this, man. I love this head sculpt. I'm gonna have so much fun with this, man. Some people probably don't like this, but in my opinion, this is great. The only thing I think they could have did to make the expression pop a little bit more is maybe add a tad bit more shading to the face, but I think this thing looks perfect, man. So all in all, accessories, I gotta give it at least an 8 out of 10, man. They did a really good job. Now, moving on to size comparisons, here he is standing next to the best 6-inch comic book Spider-Man figure to date. It is the Mafex reissue of their original Spider-Man, just with more comic accurate colors, the brighter blue and the more vibrant red. He is also standing next to the Mafex symbiote or black suit Spider-Man, and then we have him standing next to the Marvel Legends symbiote or black suit Spider-Man. Obviously, he's not meant to go in scale with these guys, but since I don't have any Tobys or Andrews to show off, I figured I might as well go ahead and add these guys in. Next up, here he is standing next to a couple of other good Spider-Man figures. We have all 3 Marvel Legends. We have the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, the Ben Reilly Retro Spider-Man, and of course the Renew Your Vows 2-pack Spider-Man. Next up, here he is standing next to the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming Vulture, which is obviously way too big to go with this Spider-Man. And we also have him standing next to the SH Figuarts movie Venom. And I guess these two kind of go in scale together. I don't know how much bigger Venom is supposed to be than Spider-Man. I really wish we'd get to see these two face off, but we'll see when the time comes that he goes up against Tom Holland, because that's something I'm also looking forward to. Sony, please don't mess that up. Last but not least, here he is standing next to a couple of random extras. We have the SH Figuarts Dark Knight Batman, and I don't know why, I just always thought Batman and Spider-Man teaming up was dope. We have him standing next to the Revoltech Black Panther, and then just a random SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Goku. Now, all in all, this Spider-Man is exactly what I think anyone who picks it up would be expecting. SHF is absolutely at their peak right now. This is something I've been saying repeatedly, and it's just been showcasing with their work, man. I think that they put a lot of effort into this release, and it's really appreciated because this is a good Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure, and it's the best. I'm saying it right now. For you Toy Biz people, yeah, they were the best back in I don't know, before I was born. Whatever. Who cares, man? This is the best Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure. And for the price you pay for it, it definitely should be. One thing I like is I didn't have the issue with the tight joints like a lot of people had. Of course, something like that could be due to the exposure of the weather. Weather has been crazy, at least in the South. So I don't know what's going on elsewhere. Some people still got snow, I think. That has a lot to do with the quality of your plastic. But if you get this guy, the joints are tight, make sure that you try to take it apart after soaking it in some hot water and putting some oil on it, because this is not a figure you want to break. For what it goes for, man, I'm sure you guys would be heartbroken, and it would be a pain to try and get it replaced. But all in all, he's a solid figure, man. I don't have anything to complain about. The only issue I faced this entire review is the fact that it was difficult getting him to stand up a couple of times because he's not exactly 100% flat-footed. If you try to stand him on like a surface like this, then you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But all in all, man, it's a good figure, man. He's painted nicely. Articulation and everything is there. I don't know. I mean, everyone's already said it. He's worth the pickup. But anyway, that is my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.